Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video, and yeah, we're progressing along with this event. I guess it's pretty much done, almost. Really, other than tomorrow, Ryu coming out, or Ryu, there's not really much more to do other than the final Conqueror's Tower. So I've got these all cleared, but I did record the puzzle and the two puzzles actually, so that you guys can see what to do. One of these is actually pretty tricky, to be honest, and I imagine a few people might struggle with it a little bit, so this is probably going to come in useful. I have cut out bits of this, but both puzzles are here, so you'll be able to see really exactly what you're looking for. But we'll jump in and we'll take a look at that now anyway. So this is the first of the two puzzles here. Not going to lie, this one took me maybe about 5 minutes to figure it out, but I've cut all that out so you guys can just see the solution. So you move the top box along to the end like we did here. At this point my brain was like, right, hang on, so from here I've got to do what? But I figured it out, right? So you move the top box along like so, move this box down, then as you travel through you want to push the first box up, bring it along, like so. Then, once you've done that, you're going to proceed down, push that box back, push that box up, move this one across. Then, as you can probably tell the solution now, push one down, push it across, and push the next one down. That will give you your chest, that will give you your rewards, and that is the harder of the two puzzles complete. Okay, so for this one here, you want to move up, across, up again, then down, down through here, across to the next island block thing, then go across to the portal. This will bring you out at the next portal. Come across to this block, move down, go through, get your chest, puzzle complete. So that's the hard part basically. That's you done your two puzzles. You've at this point got plain sailing through to get your rewards. I'm not going to do my full account of my full event review at this point, to be honest. I'm probably going to still do a separate video for that. But obviously you've now reached the point where you're done, right? You're not really going to get any more books to help you progress or anything. So if you're struggling to score on the boss to get your tickets, there's nothing really you can do at this point other than different team builds and stuff like that, okay? Overall, I'll be honest, on my free-to-play account, it's been tricky. It's been tricky to beat the boss to get the top level scores, which is kind of different to the other events, because the other events getting all the tickets were almost a bit of an inevitability, whereas on this one I can totally see a situation at play where you might not be able to get all the tickets from the event, which is a tad unfortunate, to be completely honest. This event structure, while initially going into it I thought it was better, and in some ways I still do think it's better. Because I've got two accounts, however, I'm able to see the completely contrasting experiences that people might have with the event. Basically, if you've got an account like my main account that's got a lot of units and things to, like, units to use, things to try, then it's a great event. Whereas if your account's a little bit more limited, I can see why it's very much probably not as enjoyable as some of the previous events. So it's going to be quite hard when I grade this event to decide what I think about it, if it's the best event we've had or if it's not the best event we've had, because it is very polarizing basically. People are having different experiences. People are literally getting different events, because you might have 3 teams that has to take on the boss, 2 teams, 1 team. Ultimately that's going to play out to giving you a different experience to me. So when I give a grade on this, I feel that I have to take that into account, and basically try and judge this event more for the everyman rather than what I thought about the event, if that makes sense. So it's quite difficult, really. And I'll be honest, at stages it's been boring, which can actually be something that you can levy at most of the events in this game. I feel like I would love if there was some kind of a event structure where we had more to work towards, you know. I would love it if this game was to potentially give you a reason to grind, you know, like doing true welfare units. If you guys don't know what I mean by that, there's a lot of games out there who have what we'll call event characters. Dislight, the Sky RPG used to have it. There's so many, where basically the unit is something that you earn through gameplay in the event. You level them through gameplay in the event. They may not be the most top level units in the game or anything like that. I'm just using up my tickets here. They may not be the most top level units in the game or anything like that, but they are truly free, you know. They're absolutely free, and you can do things like grinding X number of runs, X number of points, etc. to get more copies or dupes or whatever. I'd love them to introduce that. I'd love them to introduce that because I feel like it would give us a bit more to aim for and achieve in these events, rather than just, oh, you know what, I know I can't get a better score than this, not going to bother. That's it. Just go do my free shots and not going to bother. At that point, it kind of just becomes part of your dailies. So yeah, it's kind of difficult to call what I'm going to say about the event. I'm going to think about it over the next 24 hours and probably do the event review tomorrow, to be totally honest with you. But back in the live game, not looking at the video anymore, you can see that that's now all the stages complete. I do have a video for each one of these, giving you all the puzzle solutions and stuff like that. Unfortunately, when it does come down to actually beating things, if you are completely hard stuck, there's no really much I can say. It's going to come down to team builds and stuff like that. The shop, remember, you don't have that much time remaining in the shop, and if you've cleared this board, you'll be getting cash now. But when it comes to the training supplies, I've kind of told you guys already what I think you'd be best to target. You've obviously got your summoning tokens, you've got your fodder. All these things are very, very useful. So me personally, I have taken what I need from here. It's helped me to make my account a little bit stronger on my main account, which doesn't really do much, to be honest, at this stage, because I have pretty much reached my limit. There's not much I can do in my account these days to grow. As you'll see if you've been watching my videos, I think it's maybe been a month now that I've been sitting on 3712 without buying lots and lots of poison packs for energy and stuff like that. Probably not going to get much further for a foreseeable amount of time, which is bueno. I think that means good. Somebody can tell me. But yeah, solutions all there, all done. It's now just a matter of waiting to see what we get next. Satsui Awakening's probably got, what, 2 days left on it? Let me just double check. It says it's got 5 days left on it. They've already teased Sagat. I still feel like they're going to probably bring a legend out alongside Sagat. We'll see what happens with that. Sagat won't have an event. He's not that type of character. I've seen people speculating this. Sagat's not going into the special summoning, right guys? Just to clear that up, he's not. He's going to be the same idea as Vega. He'll be available through the normal pool if you're extremely lucky, and he'll be available in the divination pool. He is going to be an infernal character, right? That is what he's going to be. And hopefully in future they'll start being a bit more friendly with these characters. My one and only hope that we have right now is this: if these characters can start rotating. So if, for example, next month this unit here becomes Vega, that's a good sign for the future, because it means that down the road, down the line, we'll eventually start to see something like this unit changing to potentially Athletic Chun-Li, and then eventually this unit would change to Sagat. It's going to be a long time but it does mean that you do have a free-to-play avenue, a very slow free-to-play avenue to start picking up these units. So that is my hope. But what I will say is, while I'm saying to you that Sagat won't be a special summoning unit, and I really don't think it will be, I do think that probably about a week after Sagat, possibly 2 weeks, we will then get another special summoning unit who, at this stage, if it's not going to be a character like potentially Fashion Bison or Pharaoh Sagat or something, it's most likely going to be Oni. It seems logical that it will probably be Oni. We'll need to wait and see, but yeah, special summonings won't be too far behind Sagat, but Sagat will not be a special summoning unit. So if you're someone who can somehow pull divination tokens out of your backside, then Sagat might be a unit you want to go for. We'll have to wait and see. But this is this event done and dusted. Probably talk more about like upcoming units and upcoming videos. Again, if you watched my video yesterday, you'll know that I'm going to be taking the tact now with people that I'm not going to recommend you summon for a unit either way. I will show you their kit. I will tell you what I think of the unit. If you want to summon for them, you know what you need, you know what your account needs, and you know if you're willing to either spend money or not spend money. You can make that decision on your own. But my advice to people as it stands is, until the game can start making things more appealing and rewarding for players, whether they be pay to win, free to play, dolphins, whatever, it's probably best to not spend. It probably is best to not spend, because sadly we do have a very rapidly declining player base, which, while I don't think it's a sign that the game will close imminently, eventually that would lead to shutdown, like facts. So do you want to put money in? Well, at the same time, if you don't put money in, then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy where the game will shut down. So it's very hard to temper. I don't want to encourage people to spend to prevent the game shutting down, because if the game then still shuts down, you've wasted your money, you know. It's difficult to call. I still enjoy this game. People might think with my demeanour right now I don't enjoy this game. I do. I really, really do. I just at times can't fathom the rationale behind a lot of stuff. And this isn't just a case of me being a guy who wants to get everything, who doesn't understand that this is an idle game and all the rest of it. I know all that, right? I know all of that. It's the rapid fire pace and stuff like that of what's happening in this game. I really just think that we might actually have every damn unit that China has before the end of this year, and that is a scary thought, an absolute scary thought. But anyway, we're off on a tangent now. Solutions in the video. I'm Hayzink. I'm out. See you.